Now, we have already went through the HTML basics section you see right there. We discussed elements. We discussed attributes. I do want to go over some of these other sections, although I'm not going to require that you do other things on here. What you should be doing right now is your screen on your computer should look like mine. You shouldn't be playing games. You shouldn't be watching videos. You should be following along with me. You shouldn't be working on another assignment right now. You should be following along with me. Okay? Now, on this heading section here, this kind of goes over, I haven't looked at all of your all's assignments yet for your homepage assignment, but there's a couple things I noticed when people were using headings on there, okay? A lot of people started out with the biggest heading. They did a title at the top of their page that said, you know, welcome to so-and-so's website up there. And then they would go down, they do that with an H1, and then they would do a subheading below that with an H2, and then all the rest of the headings were H3, H4, H5, H6. Why is that incorrect? Because why? Go ahead. Okay. Your headings, it's not necessarily that you need to remain a constant size, but some information is on the same level as other information. Like if you look at this page right here where it says HTML headings, close that out. There is your H1, and then every other heading below that is an H2. So you get headings right here. This one actually, there's another subheading. I think that's the third level right there. But whenever you go down here, that's another H2 where it says headings are important. This is another H2 right there. Like, you don't just, every time you put a new heading, you don't have to go down a level, okay? Now let's go over headings a little bit so you all kind of understand what they are. The main reason why headings are important is listed right there. Search engines use the headings to index the structure and content of your web page. It says users skim your pages by its headings. You know, believe it or not, not everybody that reads your website is going to read every bit of it word for word, okay? When I grade it, I'll read it word for word. But not everybody that goes and visits a website should read it word for word. They will skim the headings to find out what they are, okay? They are done in big, bold letters. Now, if you notice something here on this page, they've got a heading right here. You got that little line that goes across there, line goes across there. Where's that? Another line that goes across there. Why do they use those lines on this page? Okay. They use those lines to divide things, on the web page itself, right? Those little lines are called horizontal rules. If you take a look right here, it's pretty, if you look right here, they show you how to use a horizontal rule. It's pretty easy tag, okay? So the tag, all it is HR, which stands for horizontal rules. But it says the HR tag defines the thematic break in an HTML page and is most often displayed as a horizontal rule. The HR element is used to separate content in an HTML page. Now let's take a look at your practice site here. It's used to separate content, right? Now, the practice site we were doing is not really used, we're not really using it for content as much as we're using it to get the tags down. But if we were looking at the content right here, I got a section where I've done headings right through here. I've got another section right here where I did paragraphs, and then down here I did a link and a picture. So if we're going to add a horizontal rule to separate the sections, let's go ahead and look at those codes real quick. I'm going to put one horizontal rule after my last heading, which is simply the HR tag. Go ahead and add one here. You have those already. Yeah. I'm going to put another one after my paragraph to separate that section right there. And then I'm going to put another one after my last picture down there. I'll probably go in and add some more content later. Wherever you want it to show up, that's where you put the HR tag. Go back and refresh my page here. And there you go. It is a simple line across your page. And why are you looking at Twitter and not what you're supposed to be doing? Let's focus on what you're supposed to be doing, please. But anyway, if you look right here, it's just a basic formatted tag that helps you separate content from each section, right? These things are, these little horizontal rules are very good things to help you organize information on your page. What I want to do right now, I'm going to walk by your computer. I want you to have this page right here pulled up, okay? And I just want to check your name off on my list to show me if you can create a horizontal. And let's go back to your W3 school site, please. We reviewed the horizontal rule right here. On this right here, let's start talking about the head element. It talks about how the head element doesn't have anything to do with HTML headings themselves. The head element only contains information that doesn't actually show up on your page, okay? What you will add in the head element is like page titles and things like that. We probably won't cover metadata in here. That's something you're interested in, you can go and look that information up. You will also eventually do what's called an internal style sheet, and you'll put it inside the head section, which comes before the open body. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Go and click where it says HTML paragraph over there on the left. Now you all know that the P tag defines paragraphs. A couple of things right here. A note on your display. It says you cannot be sure how HTML will be displayed. It says large or small screens and resized windows will create different results. With HTML, you cannot change the output by adding extra spaces or extra lines in your code. The browser will remove any extra spaces and lines when the page is displayed. And that's what it looks like. If you go through and just type this in like that on your codes, put this paragraph, and you take it down to the next line, it contains a lot of lines, you take it down to the next line, and so on and so forth. It's all going to be on one line in your web browser. Okay. The only way that works like that is if you put line breaks at the end of each page or at the end of each line. Now, a couple of things, another thing to note on here as well. Make sure you put the end tag. Even if it displays properly, it's bad code if you don't put the end tag. Everywhere you want to start a paragraph, put the open P. Everywhere you want to end a paragraph, put the close P. You want to start a second paragraph, put another open P, and at the end of that one, put another closed P. Do not number your paragraphs in your tags. I haven't looked at y'all's first assignment yet, the homepage assignment, but I can guarantee you there's people sitting in here right now who put P1, P2, P3, P4, and so on and so forth. That's incorrect. Don't do that. We have went over line breaks, which are the BR tags. I'm going to go do this poem or anything like that. If you ever see this pre tag, and I'm not going to require that you use this pre tag, but all the pre tag does is like indent whatever is in there. Now, over here on the left, the next little section is HTML styles. I'm not ready to cover styles yet because that's going to open up a big can of worms for us. I will say you can use styles on your website or on your next assignment if you like. Just make sure you use them correctly. I won't say you can't use them. I just want you to. I'm not teaching them yet, so that'll be the next thing we cover. I do want you to go right there where it says HTML formatting. Let's take a look at that. When we're talking about HTML formatting, we're talking about text formatting. Okay, if you're working on a Microsoft Word document, if you're working on a Microsoft Word document, you could go and change your font. You can make it bold, you can make it italicized, you can do superscript, subscript, all that stuff. That's what we're going to show you right here, and that's what we're going to add into your practice site. Okay. If you look at these little formatting elements that you see right there, they have bold, strong, italicized, emphasized, marked text, small text, deleted text, inserted text, subscript, and superscript. Yes, sir. What is your question? Pardon me? Are you just talking about on your computer? Just refresh your page, close it out, and open it up again. Just using Internet Explorer. Use Google Chrome. And by the way, when they wipe these computers out, I had installed Google Chrome on almost all these computers. There's some of them that are not. I have to go back and do that. I just didn't have time to do it. Now, take a look at these examples they have down here. If you want to create bold text, wherever you want the bold text to be, you just put a B tag. Wherever you want the bold text to stop, you put a closed B. Now, actually, let's take a look here first. On these headings that you see right up there, can you apply bold text to the headings? The answer is yes, you can. Will it make a difference? No, because headings are already done in bold. I want to take right here on my page where it says this is paragraph text. I'm going to bold the word paragraph. There's the word paragraph right there. I'm going to make that one bold. I'm just going to put a tag called B. And then at the end of that word, I'm going to put a closed B there. Now, when you do that, save that. Go back here and refresh it. There you see it bolds that word. If I were to go through here and I were to take out that closed B and just completely forget to close it, if I were to forget to close it, every single word after that would be put in bold. Even though link text would be put in bold. Okay? Always remember wherever you want the formatting to stop, that's where you put it. Where you put your close. Add some bold text on yours somewhere. If you haven't done so already, you should do this with me, by the way. Add some bold text on yours somewhere. I am going to come around and check this out. Now, your other examples are they work the exact same way. You have strong text, italicized text, emphasized text. Go and add in italics somewhere on yours. I'm going to put one of my headings. I'm going to put my first heading. I'm going to put the word, I'm going to put my name inside italics. I'm going to italicize my name. Wrong way. Go back and refresh my page. There you go. Now, there's the other ones on here as well that you can take a look at. de-emphasize text. We can use small text. Let's take a look at that one in the example right now. The small text just takes it and makes it small. This other one, the mark element, all it does is highlight your text. If you wanted to highlight some text on your page, use the mark element, okay? I'm going to go and I'm going to mark this whole first thing right here. And I'll put my close mark down there. You'd use this one if you really wanted something to stand out, right? Oh, look at that. There we go.
That's so bright.
It is bright. Somebody's going to ask me, can you change the color of the highlight? Yes, you can. You have to do that when we do styles.
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry about that yet. If you wanted to use the deleted text, like if you take a look right here, if you wanted to cross out a word but leave the word on your page, take a look right there. If you look right here, I know you can't see it real well, but the word blue is marked out on there. You could use that one if you want. You can do the inserted text, use subscript, superscript, however you want to do it. Take a minute and add in as many of these formatting elements as you want. To bare minimum, put a bold and italicized text in there. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to do that if you haven't done it already. And then I'm going to come by and just check your name up on my list.